Well, it's been some time since I've done anything live, so this is about as good as it will get. Just trying to get my feet wet again. And that's, oh God, these foamy things. All right, what's this then? I'm trying to figure out what I got here. And put it all into one box. Midas. Yeah, what else do we got here? So, anyways, what I wanted to do was kind of just have a Q&A and hello, how are you? While I was doing a Q&A, instead of looking at my ugly mug, I figured you could watch me just do some painting as I try to catch up with a few things here, since I'm pretty much behind on stuff as always. Always chasing myself, it seems. What will I be painting today? Right now, honestly, I'm trying to decide if I want to start this Guild Ball stuff. I do got to put it together. This is going to be a game that I'm going to actually be doing live with Justin at some point. So I wanted to see what it came with. I got the Alchemist. I have to go get the other team. I only have one team. So I'm going to run out. There's a convention this weekend. I 10 to 1 they'll carry it. So I'll probably go get the other team. I got the mat. I got the rules. And I want to do a review for this very shortly. But I also have some level 7 guys here that I kind of want to work on. So I might do that. Well, thank you very much, Brian. It's good to be back. Hope you can hear me all right. Okay, there we go. That's what I needed to do. Just turn that down. There we go. All right. So there's no echo. But these guys would have, they're all metal. My God, I haven't seen pewter figures in 100 years. But that's actually kind of cool. So we will put this stuff into the box to be determined at a later date. And I do got to work on Zombicide stuff too for battling brushes. Just catch up and just do a ton of zombies, but I'll do that probably early next week. Maybe I'll do that live. It's not a bad idea. So I ended up buying like 3 or 4 different boxes and got a decent box of this stuff, so I'm kind of thrilled about that. So I might just do these guys. Why not? Just trying to figure out what I'm going to do with them. They're really not that. They don't look that much fun to do. Alright, that is a dude. That's a. Oh, okay, these are alien dudes. Thought they were. Okay. I'm going to get all these guys in a line here. Alright, this guy is just a scientist. That's another angry guy. These are aliens that are all ticked off. Okay, this is a good guy. What do we want to do with this guy? I think I'm just going to pretty much make it up. Since I don't feel like digging out the box right now. Well, here's the doctor. He's a little bent. This is such a shame. I mean, look at that. I mean, come on. It's Pirateer Press. First of all, I don't ever want to see War Machine again. I've got so much of it. All I want to do is just get rid of it. Let's see, I think I may have, I'm going to put it up on eBay actually. So what I'm going to do, take that money and just invest it into the channel. It'll clear out a whole bunch of room and pretty much cover everything that I probably would want to buy for whatchamacallit. Okay, I gotta remember to check this out. Okay. Good afternoon. Hello, Kevin. Sound is perfect. Thank you. Ladowski. James, good evening. Good evening. Sounds great. How have you all been? Pretty good. The last metal figures I had were heroes for Dungeon Quest. Yeah, I had those too. I gave that set away, actually. Somebody on this channel. Okay, there we go. I have backed my first Kickstarter. I have yet to back a Kickstarter. I've been tempted, but I have not been persuaded yet. So let's see. We're going to make it up as we go. So I think the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take an Etch and Gray for our guys here. I backed a Dark Souls board game. I probably don't think that'll come out till 2017, 2018, if you're lucky. That has disaster written all over it. I don't know why. I looked at it and I went, because Justin beat the video game. He crushed it. I mean, absolutely crushed it. He did it in 3 days. That game is hard. Hello, Rapture. All is well. What did you back? Oh, there we go. Rob is back in the game. Well, yeah. For the time being. For the time being. Yeah, I'll be here for a while. I'm not going anywhere. Where am I going to go? Why do I keep on hitting this one guy? All right, all I'm going to do is take a nice gray here. Just kind of... why is that not coming out right? There we go. It's a darker gray. Just going to kind of work that in there. I even have to go a little heavier on it because it's so dark. I want to keep, I'm just dry brushing over this guy because I want to keep the black in the recesses, but I want the gray to kind of stand out on more of the prominent flat parts of him. So that's why we're using this ruddy old brush, and we're just kind of, there we go. I want that a little wetter though over there. There we go. And there we go. And all we want to do is just kind of just hit the high points. That's all you do with a dry brush. And then we'll add a little bit of color here or there on him. Somehow, some way. Try not to drown him out with gray. This gray just might be too dark, so I think we're going to go a little lighter gray. When in doubt, just keep going. The premise looks good. I'm happy to wait. Let's see. Any new news for the channel? And has Tina started on her project for the channel of hers or this channel? I did my part. I painted up Dungeon Saga. I know that she is in the middle of a very busy project. As a matter of fact, I have not heard from that girl in almost 10 days, which is unusual, because usually every couple of days we're talking. but I knew that she had a lot going on, so I've kind of left her be. She's at the end of school and finals are coming up, and then she's got her internship. So I'm just going to kind of cut her a little bit of a break there. I got the Dungeon Saga set all painted up. So when she gets a chance, she'll start and she'll do her walkthrough of Dungeon Saga. I've actually held off on doing the expansion on my channel, and wait. I'm gonna wait until she gets done, because I want her to get back in doing what she can. Let's see here. I got so many paints here. Gunmetal gray. Let's try this neutral gray. Let's see if that will be all right. As far as this channel, I'm really going to concentrate on just a couple segments, my War and Pieces, which I'm enjoying. I'm going to be doing whatever game I feel like. I'm just going to kind of just fling it by the seat of my pants, review what I got. I've got a lot of these conventions coming up that I plan on taping a lot of segments for or from. So that should be interesting. And pretty much just do what I do best, fly by the seat of my pants. If I think something's working, I'll go with it. If it's not, I will change it up. There we go. That's a little bit better. I like that lighter gray. Yeah. And then we'll go over him with a darker gray. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. And then we'll paint gunmetal onto his gun. And we'll just try to do a couple things that'll make him look a little bit different. There we go. Get his hands. We're not worried about the gun there because we're going to paint over that gun. And his little pocket things we're not worried about either, because we'll go over those as well. Alright, good. That's a little bit better than what I was looking for. For those of you who are interested in the iPad version of the Pathfinder adventure card game, Rise of the Runelords, comes out Thursday. Hey, I'm looking forward to that. Made by Obsidian Games. I'm interested in trying it. At the actual box game, it is a nightmare to set up and tear down. It's not that bad, but it isn't no picnic. It's not just something that you can just take out and really kind of wing it. That's for sure. What was I going to say? There was a couple things that... this weekend is Recon down here, which is a war gaming convention. So I'm going to go there and I'm going to pick up some miniature games that I'm looking for. Hopefully I can get the rest of my Guild Wars. Oh, this is... Alright, this is working out pretty good. I'm just going to go Friday. I'm not in the mood to go all weekend. And then I got MegaCon. And then Gen Con. Dice Tower Con. So it's quite a few cons I'll be going to. So I should have a ton of games from them. Do anything like I did last year. Oh my God. I wouldn't even know where to put them. But I am cleaning out a lot of these games here. I gave away a lot of stuff this week. There's a family that just needed, that couldn't, well, not that they couldn't afford it, but it was just, they can't afford to go get a bunch of games. So I said, well, pick another game. I have the game that you're inquiring about, and I'll just give it to you. So I was happy to find a nice home for it. It was nice. And so they were happy with that, and it made me feel good to give somebody something. And you can hear Justin in the other room yakking his brains out. So that's what he does. Let's see. Tried some tablet board games, and a few of them give the features that would make them good to me. For instance, Splendor. You can't add AI to pass and play games. 2 humans, 2 AI players. Yeah, it's kind of silly, but hey, I don't have, I like playing iPad games. I have quite a few of them. I don't know, I just never have time to really sit down and play them. I'm gonna play something. I'm gonna play something on my Xbox or my PlayStation. I wish they put more board games like that on there. Sometimes I just like sitting there with the big screen. My eyes aren't great either anymore. That's what happens when you're an old man. Okay. Leave the clipboard so we can paint the clipboard and his hose. And we'll change his face mask. There we go. 2. Let's see. Galaxy Trucker tried, but doesn't do simulation drawing that leads to rushed ships, mistakes, and pass and play. I also ordered Broken Token Organizer for Marvel Legend and was impressed that it arrived in Scotland from the US in 4 days. Wow, that is pretty impressive. Usually that'd be a year or 2. Let's see. Is this one of our guys too? Okay. All right. I might talk the kids into playing this weekend. You never know. You never know what their mood is. I know what they want to play because they've been talking about it for a while. And that's Cataclysm. We played it. I think we played it when it came out, the first game, and actually part of it was broken. So we'll see how that all turns out. I think it was just the one because they had gotten certain spells in this one quest, and it kind of broke the game. Unless there's a FAQ out there that we're going to check and see if that's broken. I'm going to be doing a review on that this week, I believe, just to get some reviews done. And that way I can give myself a little bit of time to get a bunch of stuff done and get ready to do some live playthroughs and things like that. Justin and I have been playing Awakening the Bear. Conflict of Heroes. We really like that game, so we're going to do that live. That is going to be a live War and Pieces. I'm trying to decide what day I want to do that on. I have not decided yet. Alright, you guys going over here to dry. Hate this brush, but it's old, and it's what I'm using right now. Waiting for Witcher 3 expansion. Does Cataclysm bring a new board into the play? Yes. And we've just played with the board, and also we played, oh goodness me, with the Reaper. So it was just the game that came, Cataclysm, which is just the main board, and it's brutal too. It is completely unforgiving, and it doesn't use the toad rule and spell. So I mean, you can add it if you want to, but we just played with the cards that came with the game, and thank God there was no toad thing because they always try to change me into a toad. That seems to be a big contention in this game, especially when we're playing against each other. It's who can turn who into a toad and ruin their entire game. Because they don't care. All they care about is winning. Never turn any of them into a toad. Not a one. Not a one. And they love being brutal with each other. They'll kill each other if they had a chance. They really could. If they knew they can bring each other back to life and get away with it, they would actually kill each other when they're playing. All right. Perfect. All right. Hey, Joe, how are you? Hey, Rob, glad you have some time to paint again. A little bit. Rob and all, what are your opinions on Flick 'em Up versus Catacombs? Well, I liked Flick 'em Up. I really did. I thought that was a very, very good game. Kids didn't like it. I don't know why. I think once they played Disc Duelers, which to them is the ultimate game, there was no way that anything else was going to compare to it. So they were disappointed with Flick 'em Up. They just, because there were no powers, there was nothing that would, there was no element of surprise. Um, as far as Catacombs, they kind of liked it, but they kind of didn't. I don't think there was enough with the base set. The three boards, even though they were double-sided boards, they were kind of like, okay, that's all right. I think they wanted more variant of boards. You know, like if a board expansion came out with like 6 more boards that they can choose from, I think it would really give the feel of going down into different dungeons instead of kind of rehashing the same boards. So they thought it was all right. So we had to contend with that, which didn't go over very well. I'm trying to think. I'm an alien. What color do I really want to be? I wonder if I should just go with a palette flesh over these aliens and then a green wash over. Make them a gray, a green, spewy kind of alien. Or do I go with the traditional gray alien? I picked up World of Yoho during the Amazon sale. Did you say you had issues with one phone during it? Both times we played it, it crashed both times. Actually, we played 3 times and it crashed. 3 times in a row. But there was an update since then, and we haven't played it since then. We've talked about it, but we have not. Oh boy. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Well, let's try one thing. Let's try one palette witch flesh with this. Or do I go gray? A light gray, and then a dark gray, and then a light gray over it. Nah. There's too many gray aliens. Aliens are green. Pukey green. Hey Rob, I use the same brush washer as you, but it's really chewing up my more precise brushes. Do you wash yours and lower the brush in a different way? I just kind of try to get to the point where I feel that I can skim the brush back and forth nice and easy. Kind of like a wave. So like that. I don't go in there and go because that's going to ruin them. Just kind of nice and lightly take your time and just go and it'll be fine. Trying to see which dexterity game I should invest in. Thank you. Yeah, you know, if I were you, I really think Flick 'em Up is a good game. And now with all the other expansions coming out, I think it has a lot to go with. I can always go with purple. Purple aliens. Hmm. Purple aliens. Nah. I'll save that for Space Cadets. These are these are typical, you're running the mill every day. I'm an idiot alien kind of thing. So, I come down, I've taken you up, I've performed experiments on you, that type of alien. The kind of thing that haunts people for the rest of their life. That's the kind of aliens these are. And that's what we're going with. You find 10 years later, there's some mysterious ball base in your skull. That kind of alien. That's the guy we're going for. That's what we're going for. Isn't that right, little fella? Yeah, you betcha. You betcha. So, the base, and we're going to work our way out. Hopefully this works. If not, hey, that's why they invented paint. You can paint over paint. Depends if I like it. See, I already like it. I already like it. I think this is going to work good. I think this is going to turn out to be just what I'm looking for on this creepazoid. Oh. These are some of the worst models that I've ever seen. Thanks, Pioneer Press. They make great models for their War Machine line, but they're just not cutting it. See, that's wrong. I made a mistake already, but that's okay. Made a mistake already. I'm gonna have to dig out a picture of these guys. Really didn't want to do that. Really didn't want to do that. I think I messed up. I don't know. So what else is going on? Let me think. Got a lot of decisions. See, I don't think that goes like that though. All right, I can redo that. Maybe put an orange jumpsuit on him or something. All right, this guy's more mechanical. All right, we'll just paint his face or the top of his head. There we go. Let's see. If cadets are prone to dying, they shouldn't have red shirts. Okay. Oh, this is cruddy. What do we got here? All right. So, a lot of the things that I'm going to be doing is, I have a lot going on this month that we're going to try to get really ahead on things. Got a lot going on with the Dice Tower. It's not too well received, but that's okay. I'm trying to do different things outside the box. I just don't want to be like everybody else. Like I saw a review today, and I just want to keep on trying to do something different. Bring something original, and some of my ideas are pretty good, and some of them just stink, to put it plainly. I think I missed a mark. It's a very unique crowd over there, but Hey, that's all right. I will find my niche one day. All right, this guy is mostly mechanical. There's another dude that's mostly mechanical. So we're just going to put some hands on him. Yeah, that's all we're going to do with him. Yeah, see, they're already sliding over. Dear goodness. Goodness me. Okay, I see his face now. Man, these are just, as far as sculpts are concerned, these are not the greatest of models. They you just really don't have a feel for anything. There's no way to really build a rhythm with it. That's why these are hard to do. That's okay. I'll at least get them started tonight, and then I will pull out the book and build from there. All right, hand. So you can't tell if that's his leg or it's bionics. Not liking it at all. You can't go bad with being true to yourself. No, you can't. You definitely can at that. To be honest with you, I wonder if I should finish these guys up. It's another game for another day. I'm actually just, I don't know what to do with these guys. You know what to do with these guys. These guys are going to just be a pain because they're just so poorly done and bent over. I'm going to have to let that dry and kind of come up with an idea for that. I think that's mostly what I'll do. So I'm going to sit back and I'm going to take a few questions here. Take my headgear off. Is it off? Adjust this. I really hate this thing. There we go. Okay. Okay, so my daughter just came home from trying to get something from the store. All right, so anyways, let's see. You can't go bad with being true to yourself. Ed Hanley. Have you ever used Raphael 8404 brushes? No, I have not. Are they any good? Hello, Jamstrat. What are you painting, Rob? Just joined the stream. I was started working on some level 7, but I kind of need to kind of figure out. I just threw some test paint on some of the aliens to kind of see, and I'm going to let it dry for a while and see what I can do with it. I threw a little bit on a couple of them, and I just want to, I'm going to see how I'm going to wash over them because I'm really not too sure if I want to go with the green thing or use a gray wash on them and really make them look more alien or more green alien. So I haven't decided what I want to do with them yet. So there you go. That's what I'm doing there. I got one more week of Zombicide Black Plague, and then I'm going down to the Dice Tower the following week. Matter of fact, we stretched it out one week because they have the cool mini or not a convention. So we'll see how that goes. Hi, Jamstrat. Okay. Just figure I'd answer a few questions. Like I said, I just wanted to touch base, see what's going on here. And I've got like a million things I can paint. Oh, it's just a never ending mountain of painting. Why is that up there? I've got to clean out this room is what I have to do. We've been trying to get this couch and these other things that were here that we have here temporarily, so I can clear out this other wing and put up some more shelves because things are just starting to get a little tight here. I mean, I got 4 shelves here and they are completely stuffed. I've got stuff all over the place. I'm actually selling stuff to try to make room for new stuff. Too many games. Got to start playing some of them. Right, Cat? Okay. All right. Well done on the powerlifting. It was a great achievement. It was all right. I think I could have done better. You know, I only really had 3 weeks to train, and I think I could have done a lot better. Weight's starting to come off now. I don't like getting up that heavy. I tried to shoot up a bit and try to figure out what I just wanted to be in closer to the next weight group because the differential between the weight groups was pretty great. And I was at 258, 240, 254. So I shot up to 262, but my natural weight is 242. So I just started taking it off. And since I was lifting in the 272 class, um, to break a record and do some of the things I did, I was quite pleased. How far you might go with the weightlifting? You said those were just preliminaries, if I recall. One of them was a championship event, and that's the one where I broke records. Then the qualifier, I broke all the records that were ever written for that. The qualifier was for the Nationals, which are in December in Clearwater, Florida. And then I qualified for a bunch of different other events. And I think I may, I'm not too sure. I might go to a bench press. They call it the bench bash, too, in Tampa, and I think that's the 3rd week of May. Really don't have to train much for that, so because it's only one event instead of all 3 events, so I might do that, and then in September there's a couple of big events, and then I have the December events, and then I think I'll call it a career once it's those were the first 2 events I ever did, and they were done to set an example. But now, now that I broke a few things, I think I want to see what I could really do with little time to train. Um, I backed off and am just training solidly every morning, and I'm getting down to my 242 group, which is where I belong. So I think that'll be the best for me. I was just about to go to bed and my favorite vlogger is back live. What's up, Pete? My man. Pete, we're actually going to play some games live instead of me talking all the time. I was just painting a few things. I can't get a feel for these level 7 guys. They're so poor quality. I want to paint them and just be done with them. There's not a lot of them. Some of the guys here are kind of just started dry brushing, and I know that I'm going to do some blue highlights with some electronic lights on them, and silver where silver's got to be. Might as well do that now while I'm talking to you guys, and I'll hold it up, which will be easier. These aliens are they're leaning all over the place. They're bendy. They're just annoying me. Not the type of thing to really get back going with. boy, I got a lot of stuff coming. A lot of stuff going on. Oh, we got Crowmaster Quest that we're going to probably be doing soon. That's for them. They've been looking forward to it. It's good to see the old group back. Like I said, it's been a couple of weeks. Ugh, it's just shot out of there like a cannon. What a waste of paint. Oh well. That's why they have coupons. Alright, well, I can use it for some of the other things here. Okay. This is what you do. So, that's pretty much what I love the original level 7 game, but the miniatures were a nightmare to paint. Yep, that's what I'm working on right now. And the second edition, they're actually pretty nice. Everything's solid, and it looks like it'll be good, but I bought this additional edition of it, the first edition. I got it for a steal, so I decided, what the heck, just get another one. Maybe I'll have some good miniatures in it. Because my miniatures were just beyond repair. So it was not fun. Alright, so we got that there. What else can we make silver on this dude? We'll make his canteen a little silver. Put some of the straps back here, silver. There we go. That's how you do it. That's how you paint gunmetal. Alright, this dude here, he's got this little electronic backpack, so we can mess around with that a little bit. Since all this paint shot out, it's just awesome. So yeah, we painted his gun, his rifle. Do the canteen here. There we go. Okay, just making sure there was nothing I missed. And again, just nice and easy up and over. My dog hears me, so she's like freaking out. Alright, we'll paint some of these wires in the back here. I'll paint that silver. His gun holster here. There we go. Make some of these. There we go. And his little front lobe, that we'll save for blue. And then right there. Alright. It's 2. This guy will make the tube. So I feel like adjusting the camera again. Pure laziness today. It's kind of hard, after all those weeks, your body just, not a young guy anymore that just doesn't respond. You just don't get all your energy back. And I did something that, they said I shouldn't have done, was to go right into a thing right after another thing, within 4 days. So, I did that one lift, and then 3 days later, I'm doing a whole circuit again, which is kind of supposed to give your body 3 weeks to rest. No, not me. Not me. If it isn't hard, why do it? I like doing things that are impossible. Like painting this junk. And I do mean junk. Alright, so since I got so much silver left over, paint this guy's sword. Let's see what else he's got. Nope. How about this dude? tell you, I'm a mess today. Let's see here. Hi Rob, congratulations on the medals. It's 1:40 a.m. in Finland, and I am painting my first Blood Bowl team. What team? Any tips for painting small scale models? Just started painting Drop Zone Commander. I did some really good Drop Zone Commander. The thing that you try to do is keep conformity, and just try to pick out the spots that'll really stand out, and it does make a huge difference on the model. You'll really be shocked at it. Like I would pick out like oh God, I would paint them all one color and then just try to change their helmets or something like that a little bit. And just that little touch seems to do a lot. Try to get their boots. Try not to go crazy. Make sure your bases are flocked real well, because that really sells it real well. And usually it's a pretty easy thing to do. Just always, always, always pick out the high spots. I mean the highlight spots. Don't, because there's the lack of detail is definitely, you know they're not very very detailed, and they're very very small. So you're gonna kind of want to. I look crazy, don't I? Ooh. You're gonna want to pick things out there. The Orklin Raiders, great team, great team. All right, guys, it's nearly midnight here. Bed calls. Good night, James. Congrats on the records. Thank you very much. I'm very happy with what I was able to accomplish. I would like to do more, but that will take time. All good things in time. Oh, this is a shame. I wonder if I could. Yes, I can. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm not going to lose that and pour it right into my lead belcher. This is a no-no. There we go. There. Thing just squirted out. You mix it up. That's good. Silver on silver. Let's see what else do I got here around here that I feel like paying. It really comes down to these stupid aliens. These stupid aliens. Yeah, sometimes you get painter's block. That's what I got right now, especially with these guys. And I'm going to have to dig out that box, which is way over there. So I'm just not going to do it tonight. So there you go. This is a Q&A anyways. A lot of news with the, we're going to be remodeling everything out here in the next week. So the studio is going to undergo a few things. Hopefully I've got some things that'll be sold that'll take care of some stuff, and we'll be up and running pretty well. Just watch your Raw United video. You need to paint one of your minis in the outfit you were wearing. Pete, I was uncomfortable enough wearing that damn thing. I'd like to see you in it. You bet you look like a blueberry. Gotta throw one back at you every once in a while. Anyone here familiar with how Drop Zone Commander and Firestorm Planetfall play? Would anyone recommend one over the other? Firestorm Planetfall has exploding dice. Dropzone Commander is a good game, but it's very much the Chitauri are overpowered, I believe. I think they did some things to fix it. A lot of it is hidden movement at times. I think as far as anything, Firestorm Planetfall is a lot more fun. The models are really, really, really nice, and I think you would really enjoy it. It's by the same people that did Halo, and they do a great job. Rob, when did you get started painting, and what got you into the hobby? Painting was models. I used to, as a matter of fact, it's kind of funny, when I was a kid, I didn't have much. Um, but I saved up my money because my father, he was a cop, and then every winter or summer, I would help him gen driveways when he got out of work, and I was out of school, and I would do that. I work all day, like 9 hours for $5, sometimes 10 hours for $5. That's like 2 bits an hour. So, especially when it would snow, we used to go shovel driveways. You get the money, we get $5. So I would get my comic books with that, and back then they were 10, 15 cents. So, that was a good amount of money. And I went down to, I saw the back of a comic book, and they had this modeling club where if you played $1.95, they would send you 6 free models, and then each month they would send you one, and it would cost so much. Well, I didn't know that it cost so much after that. I would wrote in, sent it in, and I got a Viking ship. That was the very first one I got. So from there on in, I just started painting, and it came with a little paint kit and trying to make it look just like the box. Of course, I couldn't. Then my uncle was a great modeler, and he started showing me different things. He was very artistic, and I was very fascinated with the space program back then. So his roof, in his room was just covered with space models, and they were just done to perfection. And all I wanted to do was get models and paint. And so he would teach me how to do it, and eventually I just kept on going with it. And then I ran into Warhammer, painted all that, Heroescape, those kind of things. And I would just paint anything I could. Uh, bu- 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 let's see. Ha ha ha. As far as the outfit comes, you decide on the cosplay for the con. I don't think I'm going to do anything, to be honest with you. They want me to do Captain Boomerang, and I'm like 100 years old. How am I going to do Captain Boomerang? All because they want me to fit in with them. I don't want to do it. Now, I wanted to do Doctor Doom, but I couldn't find the armor. I couldn't get it here in time. I found the guy that would make it. I would have been a great Doom. I would have been mad, angry, everything. Would have, talked like him because I knew every line from the comic book. Great, now I need to pick up Planetfall. Planetfall is such a good game. Firestorm Armada is a great game. I have tons of it underneath this thing here. Underneath this table there, I have Dytopian Wars. Here, I'll show off some stuff. Hold on. Oh, bear with me. I have Dytopian Wars. I've got Firestorm Armada. I've got, yep, here's some of this. Oh, goodness me. Goodness me, goodness me. Goodness me. Yeah, all I had to do was just move the thing. I've got this Return of the Overseer. This is like the second box set I bought, and then I've got a ton of it to begin with. This is a great, great game. Dytopian Wars. Let's see here. Oh, what do you know? What do you know? You ask, you shall follow. They both have a similar type of rules. Hmm. Okay. Hold on. Pair of glasses. Here's a Firestorm Armada. Some stuff there. Here's Dytopian Wars. Hold on. More I mean, these models are just gorgeous. I mean, you see how detailed they are. I mean, it's the British fleet. You have to have the British. Or Britannica that's what they call them. I got some frigates in here. I got more stuff in here. That's just some stuff that's painted. I have laying around. Always got something laying around. Alright. I'm gonna put that over there for now. Because we're going into cleaning mode anyways. Maybe these are a little stronger. Okay, let me answer some of these questions before I call it an evening. Oh, there we go. I can see. All right. I'm trying to make terrain for the first time. What is a good way to make water look realistic? You have to do it the same way that you paint the bases. If you watch my Blood Rage and you watch how I paint the base of the water dragon, you start with a very dark blue and then you work your way out, and then you just kind of like you have to layer it and just go lighter and lighter so you get that feel to it. So it comes out until you get to the sea foam kind of thing. So it goes out and it comes out, because remember, water starts dark and then it comes lighter and lighter as it moves. And water's always moving. Hello there, Rob. Hello, Edward. Have you ever played any pen and paper RPGs? Yes, I was Thundar the Barbarian. I remember back in 1979. 79, I think it was. I was summer camp, and somebody introduced me to the very first Dungeons and Dragons, and they killed me off right off the pack. Um, Rob, did you get a chance to check out some of the Gamma Trade Show stuff? If so, did anything pique your interest? No, and no, I didn't, honestly. Old Man Logan cosplay would be cool. Yeah, could do that. Um, it's my birthday next week. She who must be obeyed has said she is getting me Morpheus Thunderbird game. One of my favorite shows when I was a kid growing up. You know, I saw that game and I've been on the fence with it. I think, I love the Thunderbirds. I have all of them. I have all the episodes. Um, they were all right. I mean, they weren't as good as Johnny Sacco, that's for sure. But I mean, I like the ships on Thunderbirds. Kind of remind me of the show UFO, especially if you're from Britain, you would know what I'm talking about. BBC show. Um, you know, but the game doesn't look that good, to be honest with you. I think I would want it just out of the thing. And by the way, happy birthday, Joe Perry. For water by railroad model, realistic water from woodland scenes. Yeah, that's a good idea too. You can just pour it. It's just it's really good stuff. Does a great job. Look at Pete. Pete, you're on fire, dude. You are on fire. Ah, so let's see. We loved Thunderbirds board game heaps, but man, it's a hard game at times. That's all right. UFO. Oh, Gabriella Drake in those miniskirts and those purple haircuts. Those little purple things for those girls on the moon. That was just, I tell you, that was a wrong time for me, being a young boy. I think I watched just to watch them go to the moon base. My goodness. My goodness, my goodness. Thank God my wife looks like that now. Put her in a purple, little purple, make sure she's not listening. Bad enough I get my exercise trying to chase her around the house. She's fast and slippery. So I'll answer a few more questions and then we are going to call it a night and keep things very simple the first night back. This week I got videos coming up every day this week, so look for them. Um, Tomorrow we got the review for Cataclysm, I believe. I got a couple live events this week. Justin, this weekend we haven't decided what we're going to play. I don't know if they want to play Epic Board Game Night where we play a bunch of things or just a few things. She would kill you. Yes, she would. Oh, Rob, what are your opinions on Rum and Bones Second Tide? As someone who has not delved into it yet, do you think it's worth Second Tide or should I start with the first? The first is out. God only knows when the second tide will come out. And you can always get the second tide when it comes out. I would go with the first one. Play it, enjoy it, and by the time you're sick of it, second tide will be out. Then you go get that one. That's what I think. Let's see what else we got here. See, I wonder if I can get that purple wig on her. Maybe when she's sleeping, then take a picture, put it up on YouTube. That'd be going, wouldn't it? How long do you think? You think I lift a lot of weight? I bet she should be throwing it at me with one hand. I heard Second Tide sort of out of problems, sorts out the problems of the first game. I don't think there were a lot of problems with the first game. You know what they want to play again? They want to play that Besieged game. That game is like impossible. I mean, I like impossible games. Anyone play Star Wars Risk? No. I have no interest in it. I finally saw the Star Wars movie Saturday because we just made it a movie day while I laid on the couch. And I watched it, and the first thing I thought, I've seen this before. Droid has some kind of plan or something, or some kind of map, ends up on a desert planet. They chase him. They leave the desert planet. Death Star threatens to blow up the Rebel base. Rebels fight back, somehow figure a way, blow up Death Star. That's pretty much it, isn't it? Been looking for a cool two-player game. Been between Rum and Bones and Seven Wonders Duel. I would go with Rum and Bones, to be honest with you. Waiting for Roger to relaunch his Dungeon Crusade Kickstarter. Yeah, I haven't heard from either one of those guys whatsoever. I don't know what's going on, unless they ran into some kind of problems or something. But I'm waiting for it because I was actually thinking of kickstarting it. If they can do what they say they were going to do, unless they're tweaking it a little bit. Hopefully it all comes to pass. I guess we'll see. That's about all we can do, folks. Sit back and watch. Um, let's see what other exciting things have been going on. I knew I should always write down what I got going on. Boy, I got 2 gift certificates from the Dice Tower that I have to give out to two people. I got to go pick those up at Cool Stuff tomorrow. And then I believe that we're going to go back to the Box of Goodness starting mid-May. So I will figure something out with that. What else do we got going on? There's a ton of games that I've gotten that we have to go through and play. I got a ton of stuff to review. I got this Guild Ball I got to start. I'm kind of curious to see how that all works out. Then they got Tanks that got delayed, unfortunately, which I was looking forward to. That is not coming out until the beginning of June. So that's an abandoned project. Conan, I heard, is coming out May 3rd. That may be a project that I do. We'll just have to see how it all works out. Maybe you can bust open one of them games behind you that's still in the shrink wrap. And Uncle May, guess what? Why are you so worried about my games being busted out of the shrink wrap? Don't you worry about it. I'll bust them out of shrink wrap when I want to. Sometimes I like shrink wrap. It keeps them nice and safe. To be open on a day to be determined. That's the first thing everybody says. You're going to ton of stuff in shrink wrap. Yeah, because I got a lot of doubles and stuff like that. Got a lot of stuff that I just don't feel like opening. I am behind the times, I guess. I thought you were adding a gamer girl to your channel. Yes, she's very busy with school right now. It's the end of finals. She is coming in. A gamer girl. Unless you mean girl, not game girls, girl game shelf. I just helped them with their Kickstarter. No, Tina's become part of the channel. It's just she's got to finish up school. She's in the middle of finals, so it takes a lot for her. I painted a project for her, sent it out to her. She's going to be doing a playthrough of it, and it's all stuff that's coming on. So there you go, Mike. Well, man, I feel like you got a problem with me. I didn't mean anything by shrink wrap. No, I was only kidding. Okay. Oh well, guess it's my cue to bugger off. Oh well, I'm sorry about that. I was only kidding. Tina, yep, Tina. No, Tina. Okay. Well, did you see Thunderbirds has a new series on Amazon Prime now? No, I did not. Have you played Snowtails yet? And if so, how was it? No, we were going to play it, and then we didn't play it. We're going to have to get to it at some point. Mike, you mean Tina, right? Yeah, she was going to try to fit a lot in. And right now, all right, Lily. With she's going to a very prestigious Ivy League school, and it is eating up a lot of her time. But this summer we're supposed to do a lot of things. Watched a few of her vids. She's good. Love the tiny hand pointer. Yeah, it's pretty funny. She's the best. And when I don't hear from her in a week, um, I know she's really busy because we usually correspond to each other every other day. So I know that she is just under the gun, and especially with the end of the school year, and then she's got to get ready for her internship in July. So in between that, we're going to be doing a lot of things. I'm looking forward to it. I do miss talking to her a lot, but school does take precedence over anything else. New Sun, yeah, is a CGI people with model sets. Quite good. Oh, there's a new Thunderbirds? I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to check that out. All right. Well, we got some of these guys painted. I really don't like how they're gonna come out. I think I'm gonna rethink this, and then maybe next week do a complete paint through of these guys once I got a couple of them test painted, and then I'll show you how to do it and get it done. Mike, it's good to see you. Hope everything's all right, and hope everybody is doing well. I think that's about it because I don't see any more questions. I'm actually caught up, which is good, and I try to answer everything. With that said, I hope you guys all have a great evening. We will have a video up a night, and then 2 live things will be going on. A live War and Pieces, where it'll be Justin and I playing Conflict of Heroes, Awakening of the Bear. And then I think the next thing that we will be doing is either we're going to have an all-day game fest or we're going to play one big game. So we will figure it out, and I guarantee you it'll be pretty good. With that said, thank you so much for being a part of this community. Thank you so much for watching this and showing up. And I hope you all have a wonderful night, and we'll see you soon. Thanks so much, and good night.